Okay, this is the pattern recognition training section now, and the way that I'm operating it is looking at the games that I've lost and more recent games, starting from like the 13th of May. So just basically going through each of the games and seeing whether or not there could have been something different that was done in those games, and see if I can highlight it myself first, so do my own evaluation. We do have the gauge bar at the side, so that's the only thing that we'll be looking at as we're going through our selection of moves and options and choices. So if it goes up or down, then if it goes up, it's a positive. If it goes down, it's a negative. So we can look at other maneuvers before even thinking about utilizing the engine to give us any suggestions. So that's how we're going to progress going forward in these pattern recognition training sessions. And these are my games that I've played that I've lost, and looking at how we can better improve our thinking. So let's have a look and dive in. I'm going to start it from the top and just see where the glaring points are. Okay, so it's moved back down to 0.8. So as you can see, just from that one maneuver, it's just jumped back again. So this is why we're not too concerned about the ones and the twos. So we're capturing, we're just looking for the big dips, see where the issue was. So let's have a look, and also looking at if we do get an advantage in the game and then we lose that advantage, what can we potentially do. So currently at this moment in time, it's not looking too dangerous. So we're attacking the queen, it's all even thereabouts. So there's no point the competition's in 2 weeks time, so there's no point in changing all of my behaviors. It's just got to be the ones that are really impacting development in the game. So bring the bishop back, no point, still even Stevens at the minute, so it must be going towards the back end of this game. And it could be something as silly as missing like a checkmate position. Capturing. Okay, so it's drawish here at this moment in time, so must be a king maneuver that's been done wrong. So even Stevens all the way through at the moment. Drops down. Okay, so it's getting delicate here now because it is a draw, but we lost this. So king moves here, bishop moves down, takes the pawn, still draw. King moves down. Their king's coming for that pawn. It's trying to get their pawn down. Remove the bishop, take, move, still a draw. Move the king across. Still drawish. Move the bishop. Do you know, I know what this is already. Yeah, because we moved the bishop back and then we should have just moved the king here, I think. Yeah, we moved the bishop back. We didn't need to do that. It's protecting the pawn. This pawn's protecting this. It just take. But no, it's got the pressure of pushing and... Yeah, so I think it should have been the king, just going backwards and forwards. Yeah, no, it's not. So what do they do? I mean, if they go here, we can take. That's pretty even Stevens. And then we're just bouncing the king backwards and forwards, can bring the bishop here and just block off. So it would definitely be a draw. But that small, tiny detail of just bringing the bishop back. Yeah, because we're down on time as well. We've only got a few seconds. We're thinking, oh, well, this is going to be the draw maneuver, going backwards and forwards with the bishop. But that did not help us because we ran out of time. Yeah. Interesting times. I mean, I know I was down on time, but still, it's still a matter of looking at what is appropriate. Yeah, that wasn't appropriate. Excellent, that's fine. Let's go on to the next one and let's take a look. Playing as white, just quickly jumping through. Attacking, nothing major. And thankfully they've speeded up the response of this eval bar as well. It used to be dead slow, didn't it? Now it's fairly quick. Okay, moving the bishop. That all seems pretty okay. Right, so we've got a bit of an advantage here, plus 1.9. Even them grabbing the rook. So they're up the exchange. But we're still winning, and it's there +2 for us. Supporting. So how do we lose this advantage then? What's the key thing? Moving the knight across drops us 2 points. Do you know, in simple terms, I think it's probably just taking this pawn here. It is as well. It does drop like 0.3, but yeah, just simple taking. Getting a little bit arty there, you know, bringing the knight across here. Yeah, there was no need for that. Attack the pawn, just take it. No need to be fancy. So that's probably the start, the catalyst of what went wrong there. So the main thing was just simply capturing the pawn. Just kind of saw it straight away as soon as we saw this. Okay, so then they pushed down and we got an advantage back again. So is it just a simple case of just taking the pawn? What did we do? We took the pawn. That's fine. It can't be taken. There's no, I can't see any benefits to it taking. So the rook's going to own the file, but they've still got their queen on the board. Knight's not got a check on the king. I can't really see that. Does the knight just come? Oh my gosh. The knight's got no protection, so if you bring the knight back. Silly me, all that. Yeah, the knight's got no protection. Well, it has, it's got the queen, but just bring the knight back and block it, take it off there. Yeah, because if the queen had gone, now I'm seeing it, if the queen had gone here, he's got a 2-on-1 with the rook and the queen. If the queen goes here, then they just get the knight for free. Ah, bring the knight back. Yeah, okay. Right, so that's 2 little points in this game. Interesting times. Simple when you see it. But at least we've not had to use the engine suggestions. We're using the bar on the side here and just rattling out the moves. Right, okay, so we probably lose the knight now. So the queen does take the knight. So that's a disadvantage. So we continue attacking the rook. So really this is like probably the downslide now. That's the catalyst for that particular this particular game, really, for gaining the disadvantages. I don't really think I need to do any more in that. Just capture. I don't think we gained anything back from it. Oh, we did, but then I don't think we did anything with it. Oh, look at that. Oh, we didn't do anything with that. It's a mate in 3. Don't think I saw a mate in 3. Oh, I've not gone here, have I? Oh, dear me. I've not gone here, have I? Oh, it goes 1 space there. And then checkmate. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. So we had the game. Yeah, we had the game. That's annoying, isn't it? Oh, that's so simple now, seeing it. Oh, crikey. Up. Check. Oh my gosh. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Alright, so playing as white. Let's see how we're developing this game. Just pushing in the center. Anything major at the minute? Not really. capturing. No disasters there at the moment. Going for the exchanges. Going for the exchange again. Looking down. Nothing big there. Going for ownership of the file with the rooks. Pretty straightforward. That's probably another end game fluff. Let's take. And nothing major. Right, comes down to defend. Now there. So there's a bit of a shift there. Bit of a shift with our pawn pushing to protect, but also trying to make space for the king. I wonder if it's one of those again where it is a simple capture of the pawn. It is. It's the simple capture of the pawn. Just hit the head of the snake. My days. Wow, how many times? But these exercises are good. And because they are my games, obviously I know I play like this. So I'm not doing tactics training on somebody else's game that I might not end up in that type of position. But there's a kind of a theme going on within these games that we're looking at because they're our games. And these are things that we are naturally doing, which we can quite easily change. So there's nothing major at this moment anyway that I'm seeing that really needs change. It's just the behaviors of using the mantra appropriately. That's all. Brilliant. Okay. And right, so that was the major shift there. Just capturing the pawn, keeping it simple. I was panicking about the king, but I didn't really need to panic about the king. It's covered. So captured. So it's gone back again to its drawish. Let's see what difference now this makes. So we captured the pawn. Queen's coming down, king's up. He takes a pawn. So we've allowed them to take the pawn. Maybe the knight needs to move, but the queen is not protected. So let's just move back 1. 0.5. Okay, so 0.3. They bring the queen down. We're on 0.5. So we don't want to move the king. Maybe it's pushing the pawn, but we don't really have anything supporting the pawn. But passed pawns want to be pushed, don't they? Is there anything else? We can't bring the queen here to attack. We can't move the queen here. And there's no checks on his king. Could move this pawn up just to protect it from being attacked. That's a good thing. So I think we're going to try that one. Just push the pawn to protect it. Oh, beautiful. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Because the knight's protecting, nothing's happening. They're going to have to work. We do have a passed pawn. Oh, so simple. Got plenty of time as well, 2 minutes here. Oh, lovely. Liking that. Okay, we moved the king, and that was the start, but not too major a start, I suppose, because the king can move. Still showing drawish. I bet you the knight gets taken, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Went and grabbed a pawn. Knight's not getting a check on. I think at this point I'm thinking, right, if he does take the knight, then I've got some perpetual thing going on. That's what was in my head. So take, knowing he's going to take, and I'm thinking, is there a there must be some sort of perpetual going on. Moves the king, and at that point that's the wrong move. It's the wrong move. It is a draw, it's just I've not made the right move. And yet again, it's the pawn support, isn't it? I didn't utilize the pawn support. That's twice. Similar type game. Use the pawn support with the queen. Where did it go? If it goes here, oops, if it goes there, what do? Just keep going backwards and forwards. It goes up and down, backwards and forwards. So yeah, that works for me. That's a draw. Key element. Yep, support. When I've got this position here, I seem to be getting this quite regular. Don't go for the check on the king that way. Go with some support and get closer to it. So we went there, and then at that point, then it's all downhill because he can start putting checks on us. I don't really need to do any more now at this game. Yeah, so Okay, nice one. Playing as white. Just make sure that's not the same one. No, it's not. Okay, there we go. So playing as white. Let's just see what we've got here. It's a different type of opening for myself. They capture, nothing major at the moment. Feeling happy with this currently. Now this part here, yeah, okay. Going for the exchange of the queen. The bishop is on the knight, so that's pretty straightforward a capture, isn't it? Got plenty of time to think. Look at that, 6 minutes, but so eager to just go for the queen. So really, it's either a knight move moving here or here. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, that's a lot better. Or moving here. Still gives them a little bit of a 0 point thingy type situation. And there's no attacking their bishop. And we don't have to go here. We could bring the queen here. Queen could go and attack. No, it can't because we need to support. So that's again giving them 0.1. So either one of those moves would work out okay. Yeah, so just bringing it here would be saving the bishop, potentially giving time to, if we're going for the exchange, to go here. Yep. Okay, I think that was kind of the catalyst because we lost the minor piece there. Don't really need to go through anymore, really. Yeah. Okay, I don't think there's anything we can do. Yeah, excellent. So we're playing as black. So definitely some consistent behaviors going on, which is good because I can iron them out. I think it would be more dangerous and sketchy if there were loads of different types of things going on and there was loads of things to work on. That wouldn't bode well for going into a tournament where I'm the first time I'm ever going into this section, the major section. I would probably retire from the competition if it was that bad. These are just small potato type behaviors that I think I can easily correct. Not saying I'm going to win everything, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it improves my use of the answer process. Castle. Attacking, yep, okay, straightforward. Looks drawish at the minute. Just pushing up. Anything major? Nothing at the moment. Just attacking the queen, taking a pawn, so we've got a bit of a advantage for a brief moment. Dancing with the knight. Nothing major again. Still nothing major. Kind of drawish at the moment. Yeah, not happy with that. They snuck in and got a pawn there. They snuck in and got a pawn. Knight takes, rook comes up. So it's nothing major. Takes. Now the dancing rooks. We've got a slight advantage, but it's nothing to write home about. Get the king up. Now, did I move my king to the wrong place? No, it's not showing. Right, moving the king back was an error. It's 0.9. It's 0.9. Do we just bring the rook here supporting the pawn? Yep. Stays at 0.9. So we come there, just supporting the pawn. Rather than doing that, because we do lose the pawn, don't we? Go there. The king comes down, then he takes the pawn. Small details. I was panicking so much about moving the king. In fact, I think in the game recording, I did point out going here, but totally got embroiled in the wrong move order, which can be quite, you know, upsetting, getting the move order wrong when you have actually covered off. Oh, I need to protect this. I think I've done this 3 times over the recent games where I've done calculation and then I've done the move order wrong. That is one of the key things that's coming out of this last series of events, these last 4 game challenges. Yeah, so it's something to learn on and pick up on and just improve those behaviors. It's not about technique, it's just the behaviors. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty straightforward, and now we're looking to try and get a bit of compensation, but it's not going to be enough. Okay, good stuff. There's only a few more to go through, but it's a nice session to work with, you know, just to get them out of the way, and we know where we need to go, and then we can practice a few games. Not the 4 game challenge now, it's that's over and done with. We'll just try and practice a few games with the new knowledge we've got of just improving your behaviors. Simple. So let's see what we've got here. Captured. Queen. Look at that. Minus 4.3. So that's good enough for getting some sort of victory there, isn't it? Captures. We're on the rook. Pushes. We take the rook off the board, but we don't need to take the rook off the board. That's what it's saying. Because the rook can do... Is it saying move the rook? Not to here because the queen is protecting. What's better than taking the rook? Queen can't take because the rook will take. Doesn't make any sense. Saving the rook. It is saving the rook as well. Wow. But then his rook can just get out of the way, can't it? His rook can move or defend here. And it's saying it's happy with that. Are we just doubling? And we're maintaining the pressure and it's going up and up. Ooh, I don't know. I think if over the board, if I saw that rook was there, I'm taking that rook off the board. That's a little bit too fancy for me. I still can't really see that. Yeah, okay. I mean, we've got a minor piece up. Yes. But why not just take... Nah, I don't think. There's certain kinds of evaluations, you know, like I say, I like to challenge what it's saying. And I'm just thinking, I don't know. Humanized thing. I'm taking the rook off the board. I've taken a higher piece off the board. They've taken a higher piece, but we did that wrong. We did that bit wrong because they've taken a higher piece, but I should have kept my minor piece on the board. Simple. Yeah, I should have just kept my minor piece on the board and then everybody's happy. That's the difference. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't really think I need to do any more on this one because that's just highlighted what's actually occurred there. Move order thing yet again. Yeah, pawn taking there. And I've got 8 minutes left to go, so I don't even need to rush it. Ah. Yeah, okay. Good stuff. Move order. Simple as. And... shall we continue? Let's continue with this one. Oh, look at that. It's got a check on our king. And our queen was protecting. And we went greedy munching thinking we're going for an exchange. So we must have just had like a dizzy fit in this particular game. Move order completely wrong. Bad position. Yeah, I don't need to do any more in this game. And that's just bad behaviors on my part. Let's just bring this through and see where we went wrong. And these evaluations, the results of these evaluations do stick with me. They do help me to try and play a little bit better. Like I say, it's not going to be 100% proof, but over the years they have helped improve my games. Might even be the slightest of improvements, but it does help. The answer process doesn't need changing, the mantra doesn't need changing. It's just the proper use of the mantra. Every time I'm looking at the mistakes that I'm making, it's just me not using it appropriately. So we're attacking the bishop. It's only 0.5 for them at the moment. 0.6, it's building up. 0.7, 0.9, 0.8. Rooks don't have a place in the center of the board, but making space for trying to double. 0.5 for them, 0.8. Nothing major. Looking to sink in and attack the bishop. Right. This all looks very arty. This is arty chess, isn't it? Okay, so it went up from us attacking their knight. Don't need to attack the knight, really. What do we have? I don't see the problem with that move that we did make, but it's showing something. Is it the case that you get in positions where it don't matter what you make, you're going to be down? Are we moving this rook then? Is it this pawn? It's got loads of pieces there. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 protecting that area. If we push there, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 defending. So this is why I thought you could bring this across here and support pushing there, maybe. I think this might be one of those where I have to ask the engine what it thinks. Strange as it may seem. This pawn can drop, you know. Maybe that's why it's saying this is... At the minute it's 0.5 because we have the time to move the queen. Because this pawn could drop and get the knight. Because the bishop's got an next way through to the queen. So I think the queen needs to move. Here, we've already said this one, but it's not happy with that. There's no point going here because it keeps the diagonal. So I think the queen needs to come off. It's not coming here because the knight's protecting. So either here or here. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe not blocking the knights. Bring it all the way back. And now it's happy. Now we've talked it through. We saw the danger of all the other moves is that this pawn was going to be getting the knight. So thankfully we didn't have to use the suggestions from the computer. We used the suggestions for every single move on the board and nothing came through. And I think that's the type of thing I need to be doing going into the over the board competition, but not making the move. Got to really look at what is better. Yeah, I'm thinking this is better, but I'm not looking at the danger. The queen, it's got no protection on it. It's got the bishop eyeing it up, and it's common sense. They're just going to come and take here. So in fact, that's a big behavior situation going on there. Just basically look at my blind spots, look at what the opponent can do, nice and steady away. Let's just still drawish type thing. Yep. So what went wrong? Owning the file with the rooks. Bishop's on the pawn, but we're still 0.2. Attacking the rook, it's a draw. We attack one of the bishops. Rook comes back to defend. I'm trying to make space now to go and attack the king on the back. They take the pawn, it's still draw. Annoying bishop covering this area, but not covering this. Rook comes down to defend, still drawish. We take, bishop takes, and we must get carried away at some point now. So bringing the bishop back, putting a 2-on-1 here is probably too arty. So is it this bishop? This bishop's kind of jammed in. Could we just start attacking the pawn? Our rook is kind of jammed in as well, so we're thinking it's going to get hit with the white square bishop. We'll have nowhere to go, but I suppose it can come here. Just getting attacked, it can go there. So that was a nice touch, I thought, bringing the bishop here, but now it's basically saying no. So bishop could come here, stopping the king from moving. But that's not really doing anything. Can't do this because the bishop is safe. Hit this pawn, try and get this white square bishop in the game. That's the only thing I can think. Let's hit the pawn, see what it's doing. No point. It's not happy with that. It's nothing major, but let's see, because it's a draw at the moment. Is it this way? Bring the rook back. These finely tuned positions, so let's see. Is it this? No, it gives it 0.3 again. And the bishop here keeps it a draw. So it is that. Is that because the bishop can come here, here, here? Protecting, blocking. I can see it, but it's nothing clear. Depends what the opponent does. The opponent's probably going to be looking to own this file, but then we'll take the bishop. So the bishop has to move first. All right. Fine details. But anyway, we didn't do that. And that's when I took the pieces off the board, trying to just take pieces and trying to improve the position, but it seems to be getting worse. Oh yeah, having a laugh. Look at that. 2.1. Did we take the wrong pawn? No, we can't take this pawn. What is the deal? So we took and it dropped. I want to get this one. 2.2, come on. Oh my Gideon, just right in my face. Just take the bishop. See? Even in evaluation, look at that obvious move of capturing the bishop there. These things, wow. It's just amazing. Simple thing of capturing the bishop there. And all I'm thinking of is taking here. Time's running out a little bit, obviously, but let's have a look. So this was 2 minutes. They pushed the pawn when they should have moved their bishop. Got 2 minutes to make the move. Tunnel vision on just coming here. Look at that. Okay, don't need to do any more on this one. I think I may have covered this already, but anyway, we'll go through it. Just playing as black. Just fly through the moves. Is this another erroneous maneuver on my part again? Captured. So now he doesn't like that bishop exchange. Let's move the knight back a little bit. Let's take that back. I'm trying to look at the smaller details. All right. So it's a draw. Doesn't like the king moving. Doesn't like the king moving. It's a bit previous because all I'm like thinking, well, are they trying to get the situation, although it's the wrong bishop anyway. So I'm trying to preempt all of that by moving the king, probably a little bit too early. What's the next movements though? What's the next movements? I think attacking the pawn here because nothing seems to be happening over there. Let's attack. Yeah, nothing's happening here at the minute, but I prejudged and preempted this. Yeah, so I remember this one. It's pretty fresh really in my head. Right, okay, so little things like that, just pushing the pawn there. But we didn't do that. Captured, captured. Going for the exchange, thinking we're clever, but it's not really improved because the bishop is taking the pawn. And we're looking to see if we can get their pawn, but they're pushed down and the queen is protecting the bishop. So yeah, I remember this one. Bit of a move order thing, position play thing. I probably don't need to do any more on this one because I messed up at the beginning. So yeah, we'll leave that one. Let's see. So I don't think I need to do these ones. I think this one was where I was winning and then I just didn't take the piece, or has that already been done? So 1 point. So yeah, so we've got 2 rooks. We've got minor piece. Am I going backwards? Going backwards. Oh no, he gets a checkmate, doesn't he? Yeah, let's go back one. Let's go back, go back, go back, go back. Gets a checkmate with the knight. Right, okay, 0.5. Right, let's see. So their knight comes down, gives us a 0.2. We go and attack one of their rooks and it's saying, "Ooh, dude, you're plussing me." So that's quite scary that it's plussing, but what could happen? What could happen? We need to support this bishop first. It's not changing. Have they got more pieces than us? 1, 2. No, it looks pretty even, Steven. So supporting the bishop. And obviously they would make a move with their rook to get it out of the way. So that looks so simple, doesn't it? Just supporting the bishop. Just getting carried away. Got plenty of time. Yep. I don't think I need to do any more on this one. These are all recent ones, so I'll just wear it that I just didn't defend and support a piece. Oh, this one. This is the one I called a GM, but they weren't a GM. It was my stupid fault. Anyway, I'll take you to it. It's very embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. Okay, so we come through. Capture, capture. So now they're winning. And let's just go back 1. Yep. Mate in 1. It's my go. Can you see it? Same thing as with the bishop. All I had to do was that. I've got time on my hands to make the move. Yep. Mate in 1. And what do? I plan on coming and attacking around the back. Okay, so that was the last one. So yeah, a few things there to just refresh in my mind, the behaviors that need changing, and hopefully we can start bringing them into our games, especially for the over the board games. So that's the all for the pattern recognition training, and hopefully for this week there'll be the odd bit of games here and there, no longer the 4-game challenges anymore, just basically just a few games here and there just to practice the lessons learned from this pattern recognition session. Cheers for now.